Hello, welcome to this channel again. In today's tutorial, we shall be talking about the types of triangle, and the contents are the definition of a triangle, the classifications of triangles and the different examples. We look at the types of triangles, which is the main work, and there's a bonus at the end, so don't go early. First, what is a triangle? A triangle is a three-sided polygon that has three edges, also called sides, three vertices, also called corners, and three angles, interior angles. For instance, in this triangle ABC, the sides, the vertices rather, are the points A, B, and C. The sides are AC, AB, and BC, while the interior angles are the angles BAC, angle ABC, and angle ACB. Triangles can be classified based on two factors. The first one is the length of their sides, while the second one is the measure of their angles, the interior angles of such triangles. Now, based on their sides, we shall be looking at one scaling triangle is a member. A scaling triangle is a triangle in which all the three sides are of different length. The lengths are not congruent, the sides are not congruent, and automatically the angles, interior angles, are not congruent as well. Next is isosceles triangle. In an isosceles triangle, there are two congruent sides, two equal sides, and two congruent angles called the base angles. The base angles are the angle that the third side, which is not equal to the other two, make with the two that are equal. Then the third one in classifying by side is equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle is the type of triangle in which all the sides are congruent. And this simply means that its angles, interior angles, are congruent too. Now, in classifying by angles, we also have acute triangle. An acute triangle is a triangle in which all the three angles are less than 90 degrees. Don't forget that an acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degrees. Next is right triangle. A right triangle is a triangle that has one of its angles to be a right angle, that is 90 degrees. And this angle is its largest, and there are other two acute angles. Third in the classification by angles is the obtuse angle. An obtuse triangle is a triangle in which one of its interior angles is an obtuse angle. That is an angle that is greater than 90 degrees. The other two angles are acute angles. Now to the types of triangles. Based on these two classes, we can actually form 7 different types of triangles, and we're going to look at them one after the other. And to start, we shall be considering acute scaling triangle. Now, in an acute scaling triangle, all the angles are acute, that is, they are less than 90 degrees, they are unequal, and all the three sides are of different length as displayed in the triangle here. Next is right scaling triangle. In a right scaling triangle, all the angles are also not congruent, being a scaling triangle, but one of them is a right angle, that is 90 degrees. The sides are also not congruent because it is a scaling triangle. The third type is obtuse scaling triangle. Now, in an obtuse scaling triangle, the largest angle is an obtuse angle, that is an angle that is greater than 90 degrees. The other two angles are acute angles. The sides are not congruent, and likewise the three angles are not congruent. The fourth type is acute isosceles triangle. An acute isosceles triangle is the type of triangle in which the three angles are acute, but two of them are congruent. Now, two of its sides are also congruent. as seen in this figure. The fifth one is right isosceles triangle. Now, in a right isosceles triangle, it has a right angle. It is an isosceles triangle. Also, the two adjacent sides are equal, they are congruent. Each of the remaining two angles is 45 degrees. The third one is obtuse isosceles triangle. The largest angle is obtuse, while the other two angles are acute angles. Then the two legs on which the obtuse angle stand are also congruent. That is obtuse isosceles triangle. The seventh one is equilateral triangle. Now, in an equilateral triangle, the three sides are congruent, and this simply follows that the three angles are congruent, and each of the three angles can be determined. Each is 60 degrees. This is because the total angle is 180. Now, this is the bonus for you that we talked about at the beginning of this video. What are the types of triangles A, B, C, and D? Send your answer in the comments and I'll be sure to respond to it. Thank you for watching.